Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Applejacks. Happy Monday. All right. I've hit the daily loss on my Apex PA, but I'm going to actually take it off because we got to get this account to pay out by Tuesday, or at least attempt to. And if I lose it in the process, I'm okay with it. So, yeah. Excuse me. How are you guys this morning? I I really shouldn't have hit the daily loss. I took a chance on this trade right here. This was a weak level, but this was like the second pullback at the weak level. And I remember like maybe 2 weeks ago winning a trade at that level. Um like winning a trade like that, but obviously it doesn't happen very often. So I was chancing it, and I knew I was chancing it, and I was okay with it. And obviously, I shouldn't have chanced it, but it's all good. I'm not tripping at all. So here we are. I think, me chancing this trade right here was just me kind of being impatient. You could see it ended up going to my TP, stopped me out, and then went to my TP. I was just being impatient. I didn't have any setups whatsoever. This one right here, I'm still working on this particular divergence in the same direction of the trend. I'm still working on it. Yeah, if that PA blows, it just is what it is. Like I told you guys, me trading this PA is actually pushing off progress with me trying to get the Top Step account together. So, yeah, whatever happens with that account happens. I literally don't care anymore. Got a meeting at 10:30, so have fun in your meeting. So, yeah, mm, kind of is what it is. It's cool. Mm, I wouldn't count anymore. Yeah, I just gotta relook at this setup. I've been kind of struggling with that one. That one hasn't been setting up very much at all. Even like yesterday or this weekend, I went through all of my trades from 10-4 to 10 whatever. What was Friday, the 25th? And after I looked at the win-loss ratio, I then separated everything by setup. And this particular setup literally only happened like a couple of times in that month time span. So I'm this close to just getting rid of it, but I don't all the way know yet. I'll let you guys know later. So that'll be something that I look at today. All right, so because we're trading inside of the change zone, either we have to break out on the upside for me to be able to trade, or I have to wait until we touch the next zone down here to be able to start trading. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's just very annoying because I literally studied hard this entire weekend. So me forcing that first trade is pretty annoying, but it was like a 50-50. I told y'all, I remember it setting up like that not too long ago and it won, but it is technically a weak level, even if it's the second or third hit of it. So that's what I get for gambling. Good morning, Trenches. Good morning, Amelia. How are you guys this morning? Oh, internet problems. Oh no, who do you have as a provider? So yeah, I did just remember. I just removed the loss limit. It was here. I removed it. And we're just gonna trade that bad boy. At this point, I legit don't care if I lose it before getting a payout. I still can't do anything. You back to the drawing board? What happened? Not Starlink. No, it's probably Spectrum. Spectrum's so trash. Yeah, what happened, Trenches? Yeah, at this point, I'm ready to get I haven't been able to trade the Top Step account much at all. Like, because of me being so focused on this PA, and it's so frustrating. Because to be honest with you guys, I would rather make $200 a day on Top Step, withdrawing $500 a week times 5 accounts, than be worried about this PA. Like, that's just where I'm at with it. Seriously. And I just literally can't do anything. It's like I'm imprisoned with this rhythmic PA. So we'll see what can happen. I only have like $1,000 in drawdown left on it, so it is what it is. We did trade below here, right? Yeah. Y'all see the zigzag immediately turned to seller pressure, so it's having a hard time getting past this little zone, which could make sense. It could just be the pullback of this downtrend on a 5-minute chart. My eyelashes are like curling inside of my eyes. The way I trade mini, I can't trade micros, and the way I trade minis would be frustrating with Apex. So what's the solution? Will it only be frustrating until you get past the trail and drawdown? Another thing, I have to figure out if I still can't take any pullbacks that start with a double bottom. Yeah, that starts with a double bottom, a double top. I don't really know why. I haven't a clue. Oh, there's an old zone up there. I'll just keep it there, see if we react off of it. Oh my God, my eyelashes. I used to pull my eyelashes when I was younger because this used to irritate me so bad. Trading against your rules today? Me too, Janelle. Me too. I honestly, the no news Mondays are so irritating. Like, a lot of times I don't really start getting setups until after 9 o'clock. Really after like 9:15, 9:30. It's so annoying. And I don't know, like I started to get impatient. I mean, neither one of the trades I took was I mean, this one technically was because it was at a weak level, but again, because a couple of weeks ago I remember that trade setting up and it working out, I was just like, let's see. And that one trade was literally my only other example. So that was just dumb. I'm quite sure at some point I'm probably going to get rid of this particular divergence, but don't really know yet. Don't really know. All I know is I'm just ready to like get going. Don't know yet. Got my green and logged off. No news Monday on NFP. It's always good to me. Applejacks, why is it always good to you and not us? Listen, at least one of us is green. Amelia, are you green? Have you taken any trades? I don't know if I remember seeing. Oh, no, no, no. You have internet problems. Good morning, True Seeker. How are you this morning? Good morning. All right. Y'all can see we're coming back to the zone. So this is not a strong push up. And like I said, it's probably really just the pullback of this. Let me draw a fib real quick. We're at 38.2. The 50 is at 596. All right. Wait, is that true? Not if that's true. Maybe. Sad part is I always tell myself to not trade. Too many internet problems today. Yeah, definitely don't risk it. No news Mondays just suck. When the days are good to y'all, I trade like a DJ, and we also opposite of each other. We need to all be on our game at the same time. You was too lazy last month to switch. Understood. Yeah, when you have to go through all of that, it's like, just fix yourself. Gonna make some jerk wings. And no, I'm not sharing. You know what? That's all I do is smell it. You ain't even got to share with me anyway. Because I can't eat them anyway. Let me tell y'all something. I did tell my mom and my granny last weekend. I was like, bruh, I'm about to ban honey barbecue wings from this house because every time y'all cook it, I just think to myself, if I could just get a tiny little piece, just a tiny piece, I would be so satisfied. And like, you better not. I'm like, I'm not, but I just want to so bad. So bad. But nothing beats the old KFC honey barbecue wings from when I was a kid. That flaky, crispy, and that sauce was like sticky. Oh my gosh. I would give up my reproductive system for a month just to eat that like every day. Then I would stop. I would stop after that. It's the man. Oh, it was so good. Now Sugar Mama needs some money. She said, look, I've invested in the Sugar Mama. Now you go invest in the Sugar Daddy for both of us. He funnel you some money. You funnel me some of what he gave you. Honey barbecue of all flavors. I swear. Come on, we just need to push through here. But see, the 50% level on the 5-minute chart is like right up in here, right before this zone at 596. Yeah, it doesn't really want to push. It keeps coming short. And there's really no way I could take buys until we push through that yellow line up there. So No. Hopefully this last hour gives me something, because my goodness, to start off Monday this way is so freaking annoying. So including today, I have 6 trading days. This is why I kind of want to quit jury duty, because you're fucking up my progress. But yeah, I have 6 trading days to try to get to a payout on that 25K account. And at the moment, I'm about $2,000 away from the target. So that means that I need to make about like 300 and on average $350. The biggest problem is that if I don't have a green day Tuesday and Thursday, like, and I'm talking about significantly green, I'm gonna screw myself and I'm not gonna be able to reach the goal. Now I'm not gonna purposely blow the account or anything. However, if it does not reach payout by Tuesday, I am going to go back to what I was doing before and focusing strictly on trading the Trade of 8 and the Apex Trade of 8 and the Top Step Rhythmic accounts, and this PA can just go to hell for all I care. Since there's no inactivity rule, I just don't care. Just don't care. Morning, new trader. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. I heard about this good check recently. But I hate it when the food trenches. Well, unfortunately, that is out of your jurisdiction. Send a friend who send a woman friend who has nothing to do with the ops. Send her for you. Yeah, I don't do I've probably only done like food delivery a handful of times in my lifetime, not including pizza. And like with pizza, we always get Papa John's. It's literally across the street from like on the other side of my neighborhood. So it does not take long at all. I'll never have cold pizza. But yeah, I can't I don't even think I've ordered from Uber Eats or DoorDash more than 2 times maybe. And I had to have been like super sick or something. 'Cause nah. It's like by the time I pay all your delivery fees, tip, like I've literally paid double. I'm not that lazy. I'll get my ass up and go get my own damn food. All right, let's see if we push through. But again, the 60%, 60, the 50% level on the 5-minute chart is at 595 or 6, one of the two. Super expensive Apple Jacks. I swear. Gives you the ick. Yeah, me too. Because I also just like don't really trust people. Especially if they look and they like see, oh, this bitch ain't leave me no tip. Yeah, I don't got time at all, actually. At all. All right. We're approaching an old level from, I don't know. That was a level from, Was that level used? Oh, actually, no. I drew it, but we never used it. I almost could have taken it, but not quite. If we would have only went up like to 597.50 instead of 76, I could have taken that sale. I mean, I would have had to break even right away though. Yellow line is where my middle half trend changed back to an uptrend, so we would be trying to enter that zone. I would always have to break even there. But there's officially the 50% level, so let's see how we react. Oh, it actually was 597.94. Oh no, 04. Sorry, I can't read. And we literally hit it, went up 3 ticks, and reversed. So let's see if we head down now. I just want something. Like, you have got to be shitting me. At this point, I'm gonna be like you, Janelle. No News Mondays is a no. No, I can't do that because this is probably one of the worst. And previous times, the No News Mondays just gave us like where we were trading between zones. But I think, I don't want to speak too early, knock on wood. I think I have finally figured out how to trade that. I think. We'll see. I want to go look at the volume pattern of that divergence trade I lost. It's also where the solo level was, which I don't like trading it. Back inside. So the only way for, oh no, that's a one bar pullback. Never mind. All right, let me go back to what I was doing. I got a feeling it's the volume pattern of the swings for that one. Why am I losing connection? That's why, because why is Tradeovate my primary connection? Fuck this market. Where is options? What does that say? Yeah, NinjaTrader. Alright, whatever. Can we please just do something? Golly. And tip the ball to them. No self-sabotaging while I'm gone. Yes, ma'am. I promise I won't. Trading the metals on no news creates awful consolidations. Hmm. Now, Janelle, when it comes to like the no news Mondays, does that also include, like, does that include any news, or is it only like high impact or medium? Like, if you have low impact that particular day, can you trade it? Just don't rotate over the VWAP. Like, let's push past it, please. Because if we rotate over the VWAP, I have to do something extremely specific that is not going to end up. I could look at the volume of the swings until it's not going to set up properly. So it's just, I wonder how bad we're going to resist on this way up, since it is a downtrend on the 5-minute chart. The 61.8 is actually right at the overnight high. I mean, low, sorry. What? All right, we pushed down too far, unfortunately. Oh yeah, where is... Wait, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, did I completely delete it? Six. No, I didn't. Oh, there we go. This is just not it. Oh, sorry. I didn't even mean to mute myself. Thank you for letting me know some news just dropped. Some Dallas economic number. Okay. I actually meant to mute the music, but I'll keep the music on because it's so boring today. Why not? I don't even, there's nothing to talk about. The market's doing literally nothing. How amazing. Okay. Well, problem is this buy rotation level being here. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been too bad of a sell setup. We just gotta kind of get away from that. All right. Did that touch that? It did not. I'm gonna be so mad if this sets up right. Now, of course. Of fucking course. This market is so ass. And legit, the only problem I had with this trade, I'm gonna have to go back and look at this today too, because my oscillator wasn't matching the volume pattern of the swings, which on a regular pullback, so if this started with a lower high, it wouldn't have mattered. It literally only mattered because it started with a higher high, and I don't know if I actually paid attention to that. I don't think that I have. It was where the oscillator was saying this first swing was, that was actually the problem. How great. This is the trade I've just lost. Yep, thank goodness I didn't take it. I really just don't think I like that trade anymore. I gotta see what the issue is though. It's gotta be something. But you know what? The one that I lost earlier did the same thing. It touched the buy rotation level. And dropped. Now that one, the oscillator didn't match though, which is important on that particular divergence. All right, we're dropping off of the 61.8. Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index. Bro, you're not serious. You're not serious. You're just not serious. You can't be serious. Oh, we didn't get all the way up to the 61.8. Never mind. I forgot we needed to basically touch the overnight low. We didn't yet. So maybe the drop isn't ready. Or because of this shitty ass price action, we could be trying to create a flag pattern right here. All right. And because we're back in the zone, there's nothing I could do unless we come up and touch this new one and push down from there, or we break the zone on the downside. Patience. And this has me even more convinced that once I get to 50K, the 50K account to PA, I can, there's no way I'm going to be able to trade one contract. Well, I can't say that. Today is just a stupid ass day. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. So on a 50K, you got to get to 4,100. If you want to do it in 8 trading days, it's $500 on average. 4,100 times 0.3 is 1,200. You don't want gamblers, but the safety net definitely encourages over leveraging. I mean, but for me, the 2 contracts wouldn't be over leveraging. I told you guys I'm likely just going to risk 10% per trade. So, but as long as I'm taking every setup, it shouldn't really matter. But I have got to look at that one setup though. All right, market, just push up to 600, 601, and figure out what to do from there. So basically what I've realized is when we do this, we need to come up and touch this zone, okay? Most of the time, this initial trade will be like the initial hit of the zone will end up being a trade. Not all the time, but most of the time. If it's not an initial trade, which the majority of the time is just going to be the divergence, higher high to higher low to higher high, bounce off of the zone. If we take that zone as true rejection, then any sell from there I can take. Okay. So when we reject the bias change, we push back into the change zone. We have to hit the next zone, and then I can take trades going down. So same thing if it was flipped. And then also, like, let's say, because there have been times in the last month where we will literally just continue to consolidate between the 2 zones for like 30 minutes. And legit, once we come and hit this zone, I could take the buys going back up and just kind of, but it has to hit the zone first, because right now, if I was trying to take buys, I'm basically just trading in la la land. We had the initial rejection here, but that doesn't count. So just wait. All right, we're almost there. You may give not a big F you to futures. Wait. Don't leave us. Don't leave us, please. Let's see. 294, 399. I don't like the initial rejection. Oscillator doesn't match for these 2 swings. So I'd rather just wait. And we could not actually reject here. We could just push straight through. We got 30 minutes of trash left. Yeah, I definitely don't like that rejection. Anytime we hit any of the change zones, I want to see us wick off of it. If the zone the green line goes through the body of the entry candle, I do not take that. We don't do that. All right, let's see what we got here. Still have to worry about what happens when we hit 613, 614. Since we could have a huge drop off the 61.8. All right, let's see what we're looking like. We do have the major resistance level up there at 621.50. $3.99. All right, that was too much of a push down. Pushed way too hard, which makes sense considering. Look at that wick. Right off the golden zone. Hey Husk, how are you this morning? Good morning. London to NY open. Girl, when did you go sleep? When did you go sleep? Or you just gonna have a specific time that you look for an entry, and if it doesn't happen, then you'll go to sleep. Because I'm all about getting my rest. Now so annoying. Oh, you're gonna be asleep. Oh. I didn't know if you were gonna like your entry would be during London. Like you would have to wake up out your sleep, go to the chart, look for it. I'm looking for something, y'all. I almost took this, but I just had a feeling, especially knowing the 61.8 was there. But even then, I just had a feeling. This is only set up like 2 other times like this in the last month. And they both won, but I don't really like this trade because we just had a bias change to an uptrend. And if it was truly a strong uptrend, we wouldn't have pushed so hard down on the very first swing. So that's why, even though it won twice in the past, I'm like, I don't know. I think we're just gonna like not trade that. That's literally why. So I think I'm gonna stick with my guns with that and not take that trade. Like when we have a bias change, even if the very first reversal or pullback, my entry bar touches the zone, I'm okay with that, but I don't want to see it pull back that far. Like if it's going to pull back, it needs to pull back to my minor half trend. This one pull back to the middle one. So yeah. I just want us to do something. This is woosah. I was setting a bracket order. I got you. Bias trend change wouldn't create a quick scalp. Nah. Mm-mm. I'll give you a good example of why it doesn't. Actually, where is it? Because a lot of times you'll have oh, that's not a good one. So like what time was it? Oh, that was the recent one. Like here. So if I would have tried to take a sell right there, I would have gotten stopped out because the market only went like 12 ticks. So it's really hard to do that. Now the other two times the bias changed, it was fine. That one there, even this one, I don't even think that would have gone 20. Oh wait, no, that happened down here. So that one would have been fine. But also I gotta look inside the bars because a lot of times it's not even, it wouldn't get triggered. This last one definitely would have gotten triggered. And I only know that because I could see the outside bars right here. But that actually is one of the ways that you can trade with the half trend indicator is like you put the overall bias on the chart and then you put the minor trend bias. So one of the ways that they tell you to trade is like when this bias on the, the color of the bars changes green, you just take a buy because we're in an uptrend anyway. I don't particularly like that because a lot of times it'll change and then it just rejects right there. Um so like this one would be at about like 606.75 is where that one would change green, which it just did right now, and you see how immediately we reject. So that's one of the ways they tell you to trade it. The other way that they tell you to trade it is just trading the pullbacks. So kind of like, so on the chart that you guys see, I only have one of the half trends showing because it can clutter the charts a little bit. So I have 3 lines that look like this one. And the one for the minor trend is like a solid line, and then the one for the middle and that the major are dotted lines, but the color of the middle one is like a pale pink and a, I don't even know, maybe blue, so that I don't get the middle and major ones mixed up. You see the ticks now? Yeah. So that's like the only problem of trying to take that quick scalp at the change of the trends is you have to worry about that initial rejection, even like here. Now, obviously, because of the way I draw the zones, I would never take that one on the minor trend change, but yeah, so there's different ways that you can trade it. I just really prefer the pullbacks, and I like when the entry bar wicks off of the minor level. That's my preference. I did actually basically figure out when I was back testing or studying this weekend that there were a lot of trades that I was sitting out of because the oscillator. So let's say I have a regular pullback, um, something similar to this, lower high to lower low to lower high. The oscillator wouldn't match for this swing and this swing. So like if there's more volume in this swing than that one, I want the oscillator to show that there's more volume in this swing than that one. So this weekend I basically realized that doesn't actually have to happen. As long as it pulls back to my minor half trend and reacts off that half trend, it does not matter what the oscillator says. The oscillator does not have to match. So that's super important because the crazy thing is my number one setup is my counter trend divergence. And it's probably why I'm not pressed to add in the alternate one. So just the lower high to lower low to lower low to lower high to lower low combo. The ones that start with the higher low, I haven't even looked at it because like last week, right? And this is just with the counter trend divergence. Last week, the last 2 weeks, so 16 trading days, okay? So three weeks. The counter trend divergence set up 2, 4, 6, 13, like 34 times by itself. And out of 34 trades, it won 28, lost 2, broke even on 3, and then 2 would have been no feels. So right now, my biggest, I wouldn't say concern, but I'm trying to figure out, do I want to keep all of my setups? Do I want to get rid of some of them, especially the ones that don't set up often? But I feel like some of them have not been setting up often because we've been having a lot of choppy days. So I can't really completely get rid of it just yet, I think, but I'm not sure. The next highest are the pullbacks, whether it's regular, the alternate one, or the what I call a no interest reversal. And in that same time frame now, there's a lot of trades missing though from those two in the count that I have in front of me because I had to go back through October 7th through the 11th. There was a lot of trades that I was just missing because, in my trade journal, that was my first week of trading this strategy. So there was just a lot of trades that I don't have calculated in there that I went and did yesterday. But either way, so in those 16 trading days, just with just the regular pullbacks, it's set up, let's see, 20, 30, 31, 36, 40 times. Yeah, 40 times. It won 29. See, 29, 30, 36 times. Lost 0 and broke even on 5. So to be real with y'all, if I just traded counter trend divergence and my regular pullbacks, that would be more than enough trades for me because just between the two, that was like, what, 80 something trades in 16 trading days. That's more than enough. However, I also know that some of these other setups do happen. They might not happen as often, but they still happen. So I don't want to negate those, especially because with the rules being so easy to remember, it's no point in just completely getting rid of them. The only one I'm really thinking about getting rid of is that divergence in the same direction of the trend, like the one that I lost right before I got on the stream, this one right here. This is the only one I'm thinking about getting rid of right now. And this is why it's so important for me to just take every trade. Number one, if I just took every trade since I started trading this, I would have been in PAs and gotten payouts by now. But as you're developing something, you don't want to take every single thing, especially because I started doing this with only one eval, right? You know, before I always had 4 Apex evals that all renewed, you know, a week apart from each other. So with me just having this one eval, I'm like, you know, I sat out of quite a bit. Now today I didn't sit out of anything, which is good. Um, but it's so important to just be able to have that data in my online trade journal, because being able to click a few buttons to filter through something is so much better than having to like physically go in a journal. And like I have each of my trading days printed out on paper, so that when I go through and I study and I'm looking at specific setups, like I don't have to, because I'm writing obviously the analyzing in my journal. So I don't want to have to like flip back and go back and forth. So I have them printed out so I can just go through each day looking for that one particular thing. So it's helpful that I'm super detailed, but it would be more helpful if I just took every damn trade. So yeah, the winning ratio is pretty good. I'm literally the problem. I'm literally the problem. Counter trend divergent setups are more frequent during news days. Exactly. Exactly. Because they did not set up today. But the biggest reason why I didn't set up today is because almost every single time we have changed biases, we reject. Earlier in the session, when the session first started, you know, we had kind of like that downtrend right before market open. But then shortly after, like as soon as I took that first trade that was real iffy, where was it? Right here. We have not, like, there's been nothing since. And look, this is the craziest part. Um, Hold on. That's not what I'm trying to do. But either way, yeah, counter trend divergence is my absolute favorite. It is my absolute favorite. And it's so easy to trade, so easy to remember the rules because there are very few. Like, I just love, love, love the counter trend divergence, but has to set up. Hello, how was your meeting? But yeah, so I don't know. That's what I'm gonna be focused on. Um, just figuring out what setups I want to get rid of. But I think that one is probably the only one, to be honest with you. Either that or I might get rid of the other one as well, the alternate divergence that, you know, is in the same direction of the trend too. But I don't know. We'll see. But it's really frustrating. Now, mind you, obviously the win-loss ratio I just told you is literally based off of the rules that have developed over the last 4 weeks, 3 weeks of me putting it together, right? So that's the only part that kind of sucks, is that it's it's only that good of a win-loss ratio now because of me losing and, you know, or sitting out of so many trades and just having the data to be able to analyze. But it's just that one setup that I'm just I don't know. Don't know. But you notice, like, I don't really have to look down at my cheat sheet much, unless it's something that I'm already aware of, like, oh, I remember that I just made a little minor change to this, so let me just make sure I'm not missing something. But aside from that, like, I don't really have to look. All right, I guess we're getting a little break now. Not really what I'm looking for at all, actually. My goodness. Can we please? We get a push down and it's still like nothing I can trade. How wonderful. Something else that I did notice on pretty much every setup except counter trend divergence, I don't like if a double bottom or double top is in the middle of the swings. That is something else that I noticed. That's not gonna work. But yeah, especially for like my pullbacks, I do not ever want to see a double bottom in the middle of it. And it kind of makes sense because if I'm trading volume, right, and I'm trading price action, if we come down and we create a double bottom and then we reverse up, well, that lets me know that the trend is not really that strong. Because if it was, we wouldn't have created a double bottom to begin with. We would have pushed past the previous low, right? So that is something that I basically made a rule of pretty much everything except, like I said, the counter trend divergence move. So if this was a double top and I was looking for a buy for the divergence, it would be fine. But that's the only time though. Always paying attention. So much fun listening to everybody talk about what they're working on this week. I roll. Too many people and not enough work. All right. We could be potentially looking for a buy. If we kind of, what I want to see is price to rotate over my half trend. So I need the first bar to close down on the half trend, and then the entry bar to close on top of it as well. That's what I call a rotation. So far, everything looks good. I just need for it to pull back to the minor half trend, which is not good to do. My grandma don't turn off her text ringer. Who is texting you, ma'am? All right, so if this bar closes down, I'm still good to trade it. I just need for it to pull down to 52 and then I could take the buy. But it has to pull back there. Can't be in La La Land. Are you really? And I have 10 minutes left. How wonderful. Come on. So the reason why I'm looking for this, right? This level right here is weak. Technically, I could still take that. All right, we got a zigzag change. Here we go. Now look, if I would have never taken that iffy ass trade, my very first trade, I would be break even at the moment. So yeah, that's basically all I was playing off of. So um this level was there was more of a downtrend here than this one basically, which makes this level weak. So anytime my major half trend level or even the middle one starts to show weakness, it's letting me know that we're probably going to start heading in the opposite direction. So in order for me to use the strength of um like this buy, I want price to kind of rotate over the level to show how weak it is. And because of this particular pullback here, because we started with the lower low, what was most important is that I pulled all the way back to my minor half trend level. If we started with a higher low, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have taken that trade no matter what. So yeah, that's all I was pretty much looking for there. And it worked out. It worked out. Um, you hungry? What you go eat for lunch? Now this is kind of annoying because this cell right here off of the new change zone that's trying to be created, that was a winner. No, actually it was a break even. Never mind. It was a break even. Had this bar not pulled all the way back, it would have been a full win. So uh-oh. 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 I'm glad that despite me hitting my daily loss limit, I ended up taking that shit off. I honestly probably, even when I get in PA, I'm probably not gonna have a daily loss limit. I'm gonna be honest with I might. It depends. But it won't be $200, obviously. I have it on 200 on because it's a 25K account, but because we don't care anymore, there's no point in having it. But what I kind of want to do is, so on the 50Ks, because the what did I say it was? So because the 30% is 1230, and I'm using 4100 because I'm willing to go $500 into my drawdown. I mean, into my safety net. So I'm gonna put a daily profit target of 1200. If we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't, and that's okay. But what I'll probably do is do like a loss limit of like -3 trades, probably. And we're gonna be using 2 contracts, so it'll probably be like $600 or something. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. All right, let's move this down. Okay, wait. We can't move that down. Damn, that looked like more of a push down than it actually was. The only reason I say that is because you can see that the new zone that I just drew is literally overlapping slightly the zone we just used to change to a downtrend. This looked like way more of a push down than it actually was. But that's because we've been so choppy all day. So that's why it looks like it more. Hopes and dreams, my girl. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you? What did I profit on that rhythmic account? Did I get put into no, it wasn't a double entry. I got some super positive slippage. That's actually a little bit insane. Um super positive slippage on the PA. I'm gonna show y'all. Because I'm like, how am I just down $50 on that account? What happened? All right. I mean, I'll take it. But you can see that I exited at 60.25 on the leader account, and I got an extra 3 points somehow on the follower. We ain't gonna ask no questions. Okay, we just not. Don't ask. I was in the trade an extra 2 seconds. But a 7-second trade is not that bad. That is some crazy ass slippage though. The good thing is I don't really get slipped like that on my losses. I think the highest loss I've probably had is like 108, which is like an extra 3 ticks since my actual exit should be 93. But I ain't never had no 3 extra points. So I guess that's good. I'm gonna knock on wood and be happy. Your mom laughs at that too, cause girl, wet. All right, we got 2 minutes left. Highly doubt anything sets up right now. This divergence is not a setup because we pushed too hard off of this sell rotation level. There's way too much volume in this candle. I mean, in this swing, which lets me know that's a strong level it's pushing off of. Oh, why is my hand doing that? I'm just drawing that because I want to see. Still annoying to be red, but especially because last week was all red except Friday. But I guess I'll just be grateful that it wasn't worse. All right. That is the end of this session. Let me take a screenshot of be grateful for progress. Girl, what progress do I have? I'm as negative. Nah, I'm not too bothered. Honestly, each week I'm building more and more confidence in the strategy. I didn't sit out of trades today, which is great. That's really the progress that I'm most focused on, I guess you could say, is not second guessing. Like the data shows what the data shows. If you end up if I take every trade and I end up taking a loss here and there, like sure, it might be something that I've been missing out on, like, and not paying attention to because that specific thing has not set up often in that setup or something. But aside from that, I think at this point I have a lot of confidence in the strategy. So hopefully today was the start of me not second guessing, not sitting out of trades, and just doing what I need to do. Because if I do that, I will be just fine. Trust me. Like even if I have a day like today here and there, I definitely would not be bothered. Like to come out of a no news Monday, negative $100, like who cares? All right, so let me zoom in a little bit. $2,200 left in the Apex account or the Trade Evade account. In the PA, there's about $1,200 left of drawdown. So we got some work to do. There's $1,900 that I have to make up in 5 trading days. Good luck. Or yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about 5 trading days. We'll see. We'll see. So I took 3 trades. lost to 1-1. That very first loss was kind of iffy, like I said, because it was at a weak level. And even though it wasn't the first touch of that weak level, I still need to just consider the weak level and just not take any trades there. And just allow price action to show me when the trend is strong again and just kind of leave it at that. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Sorry there wasn't a lot more trades. That's the other thing that bothers me. Like, bitch, I am a scalper. I should have more than 3 setups in a session. Like, it's a lot more entertaining to take like 10 trades in a session versus 3, you know? But whatever. There's always another trading day. Exactly. And that's what we're going to look forward to. So like I said, I am going to look over those couple of things though, and I'll report back to y'all tomorrow. But I have a feeling I'm going to get rid of that one divergence trade, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.